Namaste students, welcome to English online class. In our last session, you learned the usage of may for permission or possibility. We will continue with the same topic and complete the exercises remaining in the studios and companion. The learning outcome for today's class. You will be able to describe the function of may as a model, interpret instances of possibility or permission. That means you will be able to read sentences and understand whether it is possibility or permission. And third, you will be able to create sentences using may as a model. Keep your resources ready, that is, your English Studio, companion and notebook along with pencil and eraser. The agenda for today's class is to complete the Think and Ink activity 2.11 and the summary 2.12 in studios and the remaining companion activities. Before we start, watch this video on modal verbs.
I couldn't see, now I can. I wouldn't listen, now I will. He may seem happy, but he might be sad. You ought to be kind, you should do your best. Can and could, will and would, may and might, ought to and should. You don't have to walk, no you needn't. I'm able to drive, yes I can. We have to, we must obey the traffic lights. We can go on green, but we mustn't on red. Don't have to and need and, able to and can, have to and must, mustn't and can't. The modal verbs.
Hope you have enjoyed that modal verb song. Now let us start the Think and Ink activity in studio page 43. Though it is a pair activity, you can still do it as an independent activity. There are different situations or scenarios given for which you have to write your response to each one of it. Using may to express politeness or requesting for permission or expressing possibility. First one has been done for you. The first situation is you are late to class. You are standing at the entrance of your think room. Think room is nothing but your classroom. In Chrysalis curriculum, we call classroom as think room. So what will you ask your teacher before you enter? Answer is, may I come in, ma'am? I am sorry for being late. I was caught in a big traffic jam on the way. It may have been because of the minister's arrival. Next situation. You forgot to bring your pen or pencil to class. You want to borrow one from your friend. How will you ask them? You have to ask your friend very politely. So you may ask, may I borrow your pencil? Next situation. You have completed the home fun and other chores for the day. Chores means the domestic work or household work. You want to go out and play with your friends. How will you ask your parents? Here you need permission from your parents to go out and play. So you have to request for permission using may. May I go out and play with my friends? Next situation. Your father is stepping out to the market. You would like him to carry an umbrella as there is a possibility of rain. How will you tell him what you think? You have to use may to express the possibility of rain. How will you tell him? You may say, Dad, please carry an umbrella as it may rain today. Next we have the summary activity. This activity would help you to recall or remember what you have learned in this section. Write the two different ways in which may is used in your own words. Later, give two examples for each in complete sentences. I have given you the sample response. You can write in your own words. May can be used to convey a possibility. May can be used to grant or seek permission. Now write down two examples for each of these functions. Examples for possibility. Tina may come home today. It may be a holiday tomorrow. Examples for permission. Amit, you may come in. May I borrow your book? Now let us do one listening activity. Listen to the audio carefully and identify the dialogues into those expressing possibility and those expressing permission. Write them in the space provided.
Sharanya may have lunch with us today.
May I invite a friend of mine as well?
Yes, you may. When is Shweta visiting Germany?
She may leave in April.
May we go meet her before she leaves?
That's a splendid idea. She may be free this weekend.
Superb! We will meet her during the weekend then.
You may listen to the audio a couple of times, complete the activity in Companion and come back to verify your answers. Under permission, Sharanya may have lunch with us today. She may leave in April. She may be free this weekend. Under possibility, may I invite a friend of mine? Yes, you may. May we go and meet her? Now we are into the next activity. Look at the colorful pictures. Observe the pictures very carefully. There are some clues given. Write sentences of your own to describe what may happen in each picture. For example, in picture A, you see Radha cycling and there are some stones on the road. So what may happen? Radha may fall down, tumbling over the stones. Next, look at picture B. You see Ramesh walking and there is a banana peel on the road. What may happen? Write your sentence using may. Look at picture C. There are lots of grey clouds. So what may happen? Write sentence using may. Next, look at picture D. A student is requesting permission to get into the classroom. So how will you ask permission? Using may. Write down your sentence. Next, look at picture E. Mother is carrying heavy bags. You want to offer your help in carrying the bags. So how will you request your mother? Write your sentence using may. Okay students, now we are in the last activity of this chapter 2, that is project time. This project will help you to revise and practice all the concepts that you have learnt in this chapter. Concepts like solving a problem, using plural nouns and the helping verb may in your writing. So I'll explain you how to do this project. Think of a problem that you may have faced recently at home. In your companion book, they have given you an example. Your friend borrowed something from you and has not returned it. So how will you analyze this problem and solve it? This is a sample template given in your companion about how to solve a problem. There are 5 steps in it. First, identify the problem. Second, brainstorm ideas. Third, weigh pros and cons, means what are the advantages and disadvantages. Fourth, action steps. What to do next. Next, fifth one, last step, reflect. How did it go? So use these steps and find a solution to the problem you have identified. Copy down these steps in your notebook and add your own sentences. And don't forget to use plural nouns and helping verb may wherever needed. Students, we have come to the end of the session. These are the activities to be completed as home fun. If you have not understood any of this activity, please watch the video again. I will be giving you one Google Form worksheet on this concept called helping verb may. Please complete that also and submit in the Google Classroom. In our next class, we will start a new lesson in a nutshell. Until then, stay safe and keep learning. Thank you.